I want to tell you a story about something that happened to me on the ranch last week. I've never understood looking for that one lost sheep before until we did actually have to look for one lost sheep. Last year, we had our sheep killed by coyotes. And one of them was cowering on our front porch when we came home. The coyotes had come and just got into the sheep pen and just killed them and eaten them. And one of them was up against our door, just looking for our help, and we were gone. We just assumed that they had all been killed. But then last spring, one of the guys who works on the ranch saw a sheep up in the mountains. He said, I think that's one of ours. But disappeared, and we own this side of this mountain that, you're just not going to get to everything. Well, last week, my daughter looks out the back window of our house, and she said, Dad, look, it's a sheep. I said, we don't have any sheep. She said, look, it's a lamb. And so we all ran to the window, and we looked in the back. And so I got my boots on and my coat, and we all started going outside, and we all tried to catch sheep. Now, I'm a city boy. I have no idea what it takes to catch a little lost lamb. It's not as easy as it might seem. And it took about 6 of us and 2 forerunners and some rope. And finally, the sheep was so afraid that he ran right into the cab of my forerunner. He thought he could just get, just run right through, right over my lap, I guess. And so he was inside the cab of this little vehicle. And we had to bring him back. And the kids and I, as we roped the legs of this lamb to put him in the back, to bring him back down to the pen, the kids just talked to him and petted his face and tried to tell him everything was going to be okay. He was terrified. He had been out in the mountains for a year alone, and he had survived the coyotes and the wolves and everything by himself. I've been thinking about that for a long time. In fact, as we drove him back to the pen, the kids and I talked about that one lost lamb and what it takes for Jesus to go out and how we were all lost sheep. It was really a cool night with the kids. But since this Syria thing started, I've been trying to figure out what this is all about. And one of us said the other day that I'm not sure that Romney would have behaved any differently. I'm not sure that Romney wouldn't have been going in and asking to go in. Now, he would have done it with a little more class. He would have done it where I think more people would have believed him. But I think he might have been going into Syria as well. I don't know. Because in the end, we all found out that he was the progressive. Remember, in that last debate, he was saying, when it comes to Middle Eastern policy, I pretty much agree. I do pretty much the same thing. We were all like, what? Trust the American people. I remember when I said, after the election, I said to my own team and more to my own self, well, we all would have gone back to sleep. Maybe we're supposed to stay awake a little longer, because if we would have put the new president in, the people who were awake today, probably a good portion of them would have gone back to sleep. I'll bet you 25 to 50% of those who were in the Tea Party would have said, okay, well, I'm tired, and so it's going to fix itself now. And so I thought, maybe that's a reason. But the other thing I said at the time, and I didn't realize it until yesterday, I said the Lord isn't just trying to save half the country. He wants to save everybody. Every single lost sheep has to be found.